Yo, 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 what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Steve Franchise. Y'all know we had to bring y'all, the breaking news coming from the hip hop world today. And today is the first day of Straight Drop's trial. Y'all know Straight Drop is accused of being a part of the young Dolf unaliving situation. And today is the first day of his trial. And y'all it's just getting started and a lot has already been said. So you know what I mean? Like I ain't gonna take up too much time getting into it, y'all. Let's get into it for real. Let's go.
Gets rid of a couple counts that the state's not proceeding on at this trial, renumbers the counts so that we don't have count 1 and then count 4, but rather 1, 2, and 3. The 3 charges that will be on trial are conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, which is count 1 of this indictment, murder in the first degree, which is count 2 of the indictment, and convicted felon possession of a firearm, which is count 3 of the indictment. Counts 1 and 2 have not been altered, but count 3, the state and the defense have met, and we will have a stipulation during the trial that Mr. Johnson is a convicted felon. We're going to withhold from the jury the offense for which he was convicted. So instead, count 3 will read that he's been convicted of a felony offense that qualifies under TCA 3917 1307B1A, and it does not say the title of the offense, which is aggravated assault. Through this stipulation is consistent with case law. Mr. Evans and Mr. Johnson are going to sign that during the trial. So we have sanitized the indictment, I guess is the proper terms for that.
Yes, sir.
And I think the court has a copy of the sanitized indictment.
And we will now proceed with the reading of the indictment.
Indictment 22-04769, State of Tennessee versus Justin Johnson.
Y'all make sure y'all hit that like
So
button.
indictment in 3 counts. Count 1 is conspiracy to commit first-degree murder. Count 2 is murder first degree. And count 3 is convicted felon in possession of a firearm. This is count 1 of the indictment. State of Tennessee Criminal Court of Shelby County, September term of 2022, count 1. The grand jurors of the state of Tennessee duly selected, impaneled, sworn, and charged to inquire for the body of the county of Shelby, Tennessee, upon their oath present that Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, Cornelius Smith, Hernandez Govan, and Jermarcus Johnson, between June the 1st of 2021 and March the 1st of 2022, in Shelby County, Tennessee, and before the finding of this indictment, did unlawfully, intentionally, with premeditation, and with the intent to commit the offense of first-degree murder, as classified in Tennessee Code Annotated 3913-202, against the person of Adolf Thornton Jr., enter into an agreement with each other to commit the said offense. The said Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, Cornelius Smith, Hernandez Govan, and Jermarcus Johnson, acting for the purpose of promoting or facilitating the commission of the said offense, and agreeing that one or more of them would engage in conduct which constitutes the said offense. In furtherance of said conspiracy, one or more of the parties to the conspiracy committed an overt act, to wit, Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, traveled to 2370 Airways Boulevard and killed Adolf Thornton Jr. Cornelius Smith traveled to 2370 Airways Boulevard and killed Adolf Thornton Jr. Hernandez Govan solicited both Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, and Cornelius Smith to kill Adolf Thornton Jr. Jermarcus Johnson aided in Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drops, hideout and escape after the killing of Adolf Thornton Jr., aided communication between Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, and Cornelius Smith after the killing of Adolf Thornton Jr., and facilitated payments to Cornelius Smith for the killing of Adolf Thornton Jr., all of which is in violation of Tennessee Code Annotated 39-12-103 against the peace and dignity of the state of Tennessee, signed by the District Attorney General for the 30th Judicial District. Count 2, State of Tennessee, Criminal Court of Shelby County, September term 2022. The grand jurors of the state of Tennessee, duly selected, impaneled, sworn, and charged to inquire for the body of the county of Shelby, Tennessee, upon their oath present that Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, Cornelius Smith, Hernandez Govan, on November 17, 2021, in Shelby County, Tennessee, and before the finding of this indictment, did unlawfully, intentionally, and with premeditation kill Adolf Thornton Jr. in violation of Tennessee Code Annotated 39-13-202 against the peace and dignity of the state of Tennessee, again signed by the District Attorney General for the 30th Judicial District. Count 3, State of Tennessee, Criminal Court of Shelby County, September term 2022. The grand jurors of the state of Tennessee, duly selected, impaneled, sworn, and charged to inquire for the body of the county of Shelby, Tennessee, upon their oath, presented Justin Johnson, also known as Straight Drop, on November 17, 2021, in Shelby County, Tennessee, and before the finding of this indictment, did unlawfully and knowingly possess a firearm, having been convicted of a felony offense that qualifies under Tennessee Code Annotated 39-17-1307B1A on May the 2nd, 2017, in Division 8 of the Criminal Court of Shelby County, Tennessee, under docket number W17000355, in violation of Tennessee Code Annotated 39-17-1307 against the peace and dignity of the state of Tennessee. Going in reverse order, that third count was convicted felon in possession of a firearm. That second count was murder in the first degree. And that first count, long one, was conspiracy to commit murder in the first degree. It's signed by the foreperson of the grand jury, a true bill having been returned on November the 10th of 2022.
Mr. Justin Johnson, how do you plead?
Not you. Mr. Johnson, please not guilty.
Thank you. Okay.
Welcome to Memphis.
So, yeah, y'all see, that was the reading of the indictment. Everything that they, are alleging that Mr. Johnson was a part of. And, yeah, it's going to get even deeper than that, y'all. But as you see, Mr. Johnson is pleading not guilty. And, yeah, that's the indictment. And now they finna get into the proceedings. So let's check this out. Y'all keep it locked. Make sure you hit that like button.
November the 17th of 2021, in the middle of the afternoon, just after noon, about 12:21, 2, 3, 4, in the afternoon. You can stop there. Can everybody see it?
Yes, sir.
This is Memphis, Tennessee. This neighborhood is close to the airport. It's called Orange Mound. It is a historic neighborhood in Memphis. Stop it there. This man here got out of the car with Dolf. That's his brother. His name's Marcus Thornton. His brother, his friend. This thing that we're about to watch has had a terrible impact on Marcus. Not just his brother and his friend, but he also works security for them. In fact, as Marcus walks in this cookie store, he has a gun on his person, and he has another gun in the car. Dolf was well aware of the threats and the violence from CMG that were constantly hanging over him and his people. We'll wait 30 seconds. Stop it there.
Now y'all see the white Mercedes that we was talking about, everybody was blogging about back when it happened. Y'all see the white Mercedes pull up and then the guy hop out. You know what I'm saying? They saying that's Cornelius. And then, you know what I'm saying, the second guy that hops out the driver's side and comes around and fires the handgun, they're saying that that's a straight drop.
That car that just drove up came from this side of the parking lot. It had actually been following Dolf on the street. When Dolf turned it in, it went up to this light where it got stopped for a few seconds and then came around. It's a white Mercedes. There's other pictures where you'll be able to see it more clearly. But it's a white Mercedes with back end damage back here on the back passenger side of the car. It's a stolen car. It's a stolen car that our defendant here, Justin Johnson, traded for one car for another at a gas station about 10 hours before this murder happened. This man got out of the passenger side of the white Mercedes. Door was still open. We saw him run to the parking lot. He's here with a large semi-automatic weapon. He's in a hoodie. He's got sweatpants, and he's got white shoes. We'll see a second man come out of the car too. Those two men that we're going to see come out of the car, they're going to gun Dolf down. He's inside the business. He has walked over to sort of where the bathrooms are in the business. He's as close as I am to y'all. There's the window, and he's getting shot through the window. Both of these men will shoot. This one in particular, that looks like he's never shot this type of gun before. It's because he probably hadn't.
Wow, how y'all hear that? Like, how you gonna diss the man shooting, man? This man said it looked like he ain't never shot that kind of gun before in his life. Wow. You know, it ain't funny, but he was being funny in the courtroom. Like, he cracked a joke on this guy in the courtroom. He was like, it looked like he ain't never shot that kind of gun before in his life. Golly, that's man, hold up.
The second man out of the car who's driving is our defendant, Justin Johnson. Neither one of these men are professional hitmen. It looks like they don't take tactical shooting stances because they don't.
Man, he is ripping them up like comically in the courtroom. Like, he is dissing their whole shooting style. Your shooting form is very ill-advised. God.
Let's watch Mr. Johnson get out of the car. You can stop it here. This is Dolf here. Remember, he was wearing the yellow. This is Marcus. Remember, I told you he had a gun. He tries to return fire as these two men quickly shoot Dolf. Dolph's body's riddled with bullets. He shot all in the back, in the face, in the neck, in his arms. The first man out was Cornelius Smith, and he has that semi-automatic weapon. Shooting wild.
He looking kind of nervous right there, ain't he? Hey, y'all look. Hey, hold on. Let me zoom back in. Hey, his face looking kind of nervous there, ain't it? Y'all seen how he looked? I don't know. I'm just saying he kind of looked kind of nervous right there. Like he kind of sweating a little bit. Forehead starting to glisten a little bit.
Into Dolph. The second man out was Justin Johnson, who has a handgun, who's firing at Dolph as he lays on the ground. Marcus Thornton starts firing back once he hears the shots. Now we see him emerge from the building. Can't tell in the video, but Marcus actually hits Cornelius in the shoulder, shooting back. I'm going to spend some time with two things. This Mercedes, these two people, Justin and Cornelius, they didn't fall out of the sky on a Wednesday at 12:20 in the afternoon at a cookie store. They had been looking, they had followed them, and for them, this is just business. This was just business. They don't even know each other that well. Let's start with Cornelius. Cornelius is from this neighborhood, Orange Mound. He's in his early 30s now. Cornelius has had serious drug problem. He does ecstasy and Percocet. He gets his drugs over on Bradley Street, just over 2 miles from the scene, from a man whose name you have heard, Hernandez Gobe. They don't call him that though, they call him Quet. His middle name is Marquette, and it's shortened to Quet. So Cornelius gets his drugs from Quet. Quet is what in Memphis we call an old head. Older guy. Lives in the neighborhood. Lifelong criminal. In and out of jail through the years. Quet sells drugs. Quet gambles on sports like crazy. Online sports stuff. And then Quet tries to identify young rappers and tries to shop them to CMG, hoping to get a cut, hoping to hit it big. Years ago, he and his brother missed out on one of those big rappers. But Quet knew a young rapper who he was in the process of shopping to CMG. And that young rapper is Justin Johnson, who goes by Straight Drop. Sometimes I just call him Drop.
Y'all see how they coming back now and they tying all of this stuff together? Hey, listen, y'all. With video evidence, they gonna tie this whole thing together. They gonna repeat this guy's whole 48 hours before this happened to him by video surveillance. They went to all of these locations and all of these buildings and streets and all of this stuff, and they went and got the surveillance footage, the camera footages from all of these cameras. That's why I say, man, listen. And they even mentioned it during the opening of this trial. It's 2024, man. Like, it's cameras everywhere. For real. But they tying all of this stuff together. Y'all just check it out.
So Quet's the common person. He knows Cornelius from the neighborhood, knows him well, sells him drugs. He knows Justin Johnson. He's trying to get him to be the next CMG rapper. But not just that. The business is not just rap. Because Big Chook, person I told you about before, that number 2 guy at CMG, he's put out a hit. A hit. $100,000 to whoever kills Dolf. He has met with Justin. He has met with Cornelius. And they think they're ready to do it. They're definitely willing to do it. For Cornelius, it would be 50 grand, I guess, that he could waste away on Percocets and ecstasy. For Justin, it's 50 grand, but also a chance to make it big with CMG. To become the next famous Memphis rapper. The straight drop. They were sent here. They were sent here. But not professional hitmen. Not even monsters. I'm not going to call anybody a monster. This is just business for these two. Money for Cornelius, money and rap fame for Justin Johnson.
So did they do it for the
They
fame?
did the best they could, really.
Did they do it for the clout?
Stolen car. Better to use a stolen car that can't be traced back to me. When we still shot the video, you'll see that they're wearing gloves. Afterwards, the guns get disappeared. The car gets ditched in a neighborhood and wiped down and moved and wiped down and moved. Their plan is to go their separate ways and just disappear into Memphis. They did the best they could. I guess it could have gotten away with it. If you get the guns gone, if you get the car wiped down, get the car hidden for long enough, you're wearing masks, you're wearing hoodies, you're wearing gloves. Do it so quick, but it takes seconds. You get in, you get out, you get separate, you get disappear, and I guess you get away with it. There's a problem there, pal. There's a problem there. Still staring at us. One of the big problems. It's not 1981. It's not 1991. It's not even 2001 when I started in this building. It's 2021. It's 2021. And what I started talking to you about when I first stood up, what you didn't think about, what we don't think about, almost ever anymore. These places have cameras. Places 1 and 2 have not been in possession of a firearm.
Hey, I was just talking to y'all. Didn't I tell y'all that, you know what I'm saying, they gonna bring up that in the trial? All these places got cameras, y'all. Listen, all of these places got cameras. They got the camera footage on these guys. Like, I really think these guys as lawyers failed them because, like, when you know, well, I ain't gonna even say that. I'm just saying, when you know they got video after video after video on you, like, that's kind of hard to fight. That's all I'm saying. But let's go.
You get out, you get separate, you get disappear, and I guess you get away with it. There's a problem there, though. There's a problem there. Still staring at us. One of the big problems. It's not 1981. It's not 1991. It's not even 2001 when I started in this building. It's 2021. It's 2021. And what I started talking to you about when I first stood up, what you didn't think about, what we don't think about, almost ever anymore. These places have cameras. Places have cameras. It's the hotel lobby. It's walking into the building. It's this courtroom now. A lot of places that have cameras. And also what we don't think about, we didn't have to in 1981 or 91, whatever, is we carry phones around. Phones that can give people clues as to where we were, what was going on. We can wipe down cars. We can use stolen cars. We can get rid of guns. We can disappear in the neighborhoods. We can separate from each other. But it's 2021. And I guess I didn't think about that. We back up the video about 3 or 4 seconds. All right, we can stop there. All right, so what we saw before was this man first. Remember the one with the automatic weapon, the larger of the 2 weapons? He got out of the car first from the passenger side. He ran around and shot the gun wildly into Dolf. We're concerned in this trial. Now, Mr. Smith is charged with murder too. So is Mr. Govett. And we've heard that Jamarcus is charged with conspiracy, but in this trial, this is Justin Johnson's trial. This is Justin Johnson. He is wearing tennis shoes that have white soles. See this one better in this shot. White soles, they're black, with a little white stripe. There are times in the video where you can see his socks, and they're white socks. He's wearing gray sweatpants. In fact, there's angles of the video that you can see that this gray sweatpant on this left leg has a little silver-like emblem on it, real small, it's shiny sometimes. He's wearing gloves. See it maybe better there. He's wearing a black hoodie. He's wearing a mask, and he's wearing a Bass Pro hat. All right, so black tennis shoes, the white sole, white stripe up the middle of the tennis shoes, white socks, gray sweatpants. There is a little emblem that you can see in some angles on the leg. Black hoodie. Here during the shooting, he's wearing a mask, and he's got a Bass Pro hat. Bass Pro store is only not even a quarter of a mile from where we're sitting, right here. There's other angles and other still shots where you can clearly see it's a Bass Pro hat. And there's other angles where you can see the little emblem that he has on his sweatpants. Call him video here. There's a building in Memphis. This happens in the historic neighborhood itself, Orange Meadow. But there's a building in Memphis. It's a historic building. There's only like 10 or 12.
Y'all pay attention to how he's shaking over there. Like, he's looking a little nervous. I'm just saying. I'm just observing. He's looking a little nervous. He's kind of shaking. Y'all look, watch, you pay attention.
12 of these buildings in the whole United States. They used to be, back 7 years ago, Sears buildings. Okay? Huge. Largest square foot building in Memphis for many, many years. At the time, Sears was sort of like Amazon before Amazon existed. Because these big warehouse buildings and everything, you come and place your orders, and it was, they say, it was quite sort of an amazing thing. The need for those buildings went away. In Memphis, the building was abandoned for decades. There are pictures of it, abandoned. It was crazy because it is the largest square foot building in Memphis, and it was abandoned. In other cities, there were 10 or 12 of these things. Some were abandoned, some were actually even torn down. But a few were repurposed. And in Memphis, over the last 15 years, ours was repurposed and renovated and redone. Amazing building now. It has high school.
Hey, listen, y'all. Y'all pay attention to what he about to say. He finna let y'all know exactly how powerful and how far these cameras can reach these days. And you gonna really get a scope and begin to grasp of how many cameras is out there facing you every day when you walk out of the door of your home. It's cameras everywhere. And Mr. Johnson them, I think they finna come to a realization of that in just a few minutes. Y'all check this out.
It has restaurants in it. It has businesses in it. It has a YMCA in it. It has a brewery in it. It has all sorts of things in it. Also has apartments in it. It has 4 floors of apartments. So when you live here, it is a nice place to live. You live sort of like in a shopping mall with your restaurants and everything else right there. Okay? Justin Johnson, 2021, has a mother and a sister that have apartments in that building. The building is 12 stories high. Huge footprint. November 17th, 2021. This is less than an hour before the killing. This is Justin Johnson in the elevator, leaving the building about an hour, really less than an hour, before the killing. Black tennis shoes, white soles, white stripe up the middle, gray sweatpants, black hoodie, Bass Pro hat.
Now, as y'all see, they are showing the jury the video of this dude coming out of his mama's house wearing the exact same stuff they got him on video during the young Dolf unaliving situation. White soles, black shoes, white stripe, gray sweatpants, black hoodie, Bass Pro Shop hat. Coming out of his mama's house. On camera, folks. Cooked is as cooked does. That's what his situation is. Cooked.
In fact, you'll see picture after picture and video after video. It's the same outfit he was wearing the night before. We'll see him in this outfit from 2 o'clock in the morning, same day, all the way up to leaving the building right before the killing.
Man, they even know how
It's the
long.
same outfit as that man on the video.
Man, they even know how long this guy was wearing that outfit.
I guess
Man,
as to what kind of car he got caught leaving it at the parking garage of this building. A white Mercedes with back end damage, just like the one we seen in the video.
man, they even got the car on
That's
camera.
never before.
Like this is hold up. Listen, y'all. This is about like is cut and dry as it gonna get. Like, I don't know. I think his attorney should have been pressing him to take some kind of plea where he didn't wind up getting life in the penitentiary or the death penalty if his state got it. Like, his attorney should have been pushing for some kind of deal, because if this what they finna roll with, if this what they got, little homie, they about to throw the book at you, man. For real.
You can get rid of guns. You can wipe down cars. You can disappear in neighborhoods. But it's not 1981. It's 2021. And from 2 o'clock that morning to 12:23 the same day, he is caught again and again. And it's not just before the murder. Cornelius got shot. Can't tell in the video. He got shot in the shoulder. He needs medical attention, or at least needs somebody to look at it. You'll see the text messages. You'll see the phone location type stuff. You'll see that Mr. Johnson and Mr. Smith, after they ditched the car in the neighborhood, they had another car waiting. that they go over to Mr. Johnson's cousin's apartment. An apartment complex that used to be called the Two Lane Apartments here. Now it's called the Gospel Gardens Apartments. We're talking within 45 minutes of the killing. So we have the killing. Cornelius gets shot, ditch the car, get in Johnson's other car. Then we go to Johnson's cousin's apartment, 2 lanes. So they can try to bandage up Cornelius. So Johnson can change his clothes. So they can try to get away and disappear. How do we know that? Well, their phones, but not just their phones, because again, it's not 1981. That apartment complex has video. You see them arrive in Johnson's other car, which is a white Expedition. You see them from distance walking into the apartment complex. You see Johnson's cousin directing them where to go. You see at this point Cornelius has his shirt pulled up weirdly because he's been shot in the shoulder. You see Johnson wearing the same clothes. The gray sweatpants, the black shoes, the black hoodie, the Bass Pro hat. You see him go inside the apartment. At some point you see Johnson come out. Someone else has brought him a change of clothes. You see Johnson get inside that car, inside the back seat of his friend's car, and change his clothes. No longer in the murder outfit. And you see them leave. To disappear almost. Because later that night, we see Johnson back at that big building called Crosstown. He's in his new clothes that his friend brought him at the apartment complex. And he goes to his apartment and he packs up, and you'll see him at the elevator with his suitcase and everything else, ready to get the heck out of town. The contract hit a big joke. The hitman found and solicited Hernandez Gomez, who they call Quet. The hitman, a druggie from the neighborhood, Cornelius, and the aspiring young rapper, Straight Drop. And they could have gotten away with it, but they didn't.
And there y'all have it. Like, that was the opening of the day one for Straight Drop in the Young Dolph unaliving situation. And listen, that was the prosecution's opening, right? Now, I want y'all to really, really pay attention to, the main focus of the main thing that he said was the video. They got him on video wearing the same clothes, driving the same car. They got the car and the person in the clothes on video doing the shooting, right? I don't know what the defense could be. You know what I mean? For real. I don't know what you could say for the defense. But we going to get a chance to see, because we going to bring it to you. You know what I'm saying? For real, y'all keep it locked. This was the opening from the prosecution side of the Young Dolph unaliving situation. And Straight Drop is the first one to go on trial. The other ones will shortly follow. And y'all hit that comment section down below. Let me know what y'all think about the opening day of this trial. And make sure you hit that subscribe button for me, y'all. Tap that little bell notification icon so you get notified with all the latest updates and information that's going to be coming out of this, you know what I'm saying, this major trial for the hip hop community. And y'all do know your boy makes those beats, and I do have some hits. So y'all make sure y'all hit those links down below. Go check out some beats. Grab you some if you're an artist and make a hit. Yeah, yay. And I'll catch you guys on the next go round, man. Salute to everybody for coming through, rocking with your boy. And I'm out of here.